Come on.
I told you he was bluffing.
It's not how you play the game, Carol. It's whether you win or lose.
Obviously. Excuse me.
Hi.
Hi.
I'm sorry to bother you, but I was up at the church and I was waiting for some people who never showed up, and oh, my friend got a little weird on me. Anyhow, I was wondering if I could use your phone, if it's not too much trouble.
Oh, of course, dear. Please come in.
Thanks. No answer.
I guess I could drive you home.
Thanks, Mr.
Lake. Kevin Lake.
Stacy Lockwood.
Hi. Sure you don't want to go home with your friend?
No way. Cheerleading camp was fun, but what I'm really looking forward to is next year. I mean, it's not like being a junior is so great, but, you know, friends and all.
Is your friend upset about something?
It's all right. She's just kind of weird. Oh, here, turn right. That's our place, the one with the light outside. I guess they're still out. I'll just go next door. Thanks. It was really sweet of you to rescue me like that.
I'll wait to get inside.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
I thought the coach's speech was right on target. He really...
Just give me 5 minutes, please. Thank you.
I chased the car until I realized that what I saw was a knife and came back here.
What's going on? It's Stacy.
What? No! Nick!
Get the lieutenant over here.
Stacy! Nick! What's going on? What happened?
Pulse is rapid and it's ready. She's tachycardic.
Got respiration at 24 and dropping.
And systolic BP is 40. I can't read the diastolic.
Full arrest.
We've lost her.
Blue! Orange flag!
very much. For the sake of our newcomers, let me reiterate that my name is Ed Sachs. I mention this only because I have been told that a few misguided upperclassmen have, on occasion, mistakenly referred to me as X-Lax. Okay. It is excellence. Excellence in the classroom, excellence on the playing field, and excellence in the community that distinguishes Santa Mira from its rivals. So, today, the first day of the rest of your lives, I issue this challenge to each and every one of you. I challenge you to be the best. The best son or daughter, the best student, the best athlete, the best individual that it is in you to be. We live in a competitive world, a world in which second best is simply not good enough. And so I ask you, what is your goal this year at Santa Mira High? To be the best. Again? To be the best. One more time? To be the best. 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 To be the best.
I'm going to be.
What?
The best.
Give me a break, Angie.
I am going to edit the yearbook, and I'm going to be a cheerleader.
Come on, Angela. You're the best writer in the school, but yearbook editor is nothing but a popularity contest. And cheerleading, not a chance. That's reserved for the It's Great to Be Me crowd.
And I'm going to be a lark.
A lark? You mean like a meadow lark? You're such a bunch of snobs, Angie.
No, they're not. They're into social service and things.
Oh, right. They do fashion shows so they can parade in front of their parents and hear how gorgeous they are.
Well, I'm going to be one.
No, Angie. Stacey Lockwood is going to be a lark. Meredith Ladd is going to be a lark. But you and me, we're just going to be you and me.
Jill, you don't understand. I've got this feeling inside me like I don't know. I'm going to do things. I'm going to be someone. I want what Mr. Sachs says, to be the best.
You already are, Angie. You already are. I have to find out how much it costs, but if we want to go, my mom says she'll drive us. Angela. Angie. Angie, have you heard a thing I've said?
Oh, I'm sorry.
God, look at Jamie. Isn't she Miss Popularity?
Jill, stop it. She's my friend.
That was at St. Joe's. This is Santa Mira. She's with them now.
Hey, Angie. Come join the party.
Yeah, go ahead. I'll catch up with you after school.
Hi. Hey. I missed you, Anne. Oh, me too. How was Hawaii? Awesome. The beaches were unbelievable. So were the guys. Yeah? How about you? What'd you do? I just mostly hung out, So, you know the gang, don't you? Hi, guys. Hi.
So, anyhow, the substitute, she's got this unpronounceable name, and she's like 4 feet tall. And the first thing she does is she announces to us that she has a PhD, and we have to call her doctor. So listen, Court, he stands up and he says, "Hey, doctor, I've got this pain in my heart. What should I do?"
Look. Oh, it's Monica.
What is her problem?
I don't know.
She used to be kind of cool.
Yeah. Well, now she's kind of weird, isn't she? Hey, Monica. Forget your broom?
I don't need a broom to fly away from you, you bitch.
Ooh, cold.
Well, you know, it's been really nice talking to you, but you better run along now. We don't feed strays here. Bye.
Jill, it's starting to happen.
What?
Everything. I just got a job at the attendance office, and guess who the other girl is?
I don't know, but from the way you're acting, it must be someone important. Who is it, Nancy Reagan?
Stacy Lockwood.
Oh, the Queen Bee herself. What does that make you, one of her drones? I'm sorry, Angie. I just don't want to see you get hurt, you know? 'Cause that's what Stacy does. She hurts people. I heard she went after Monica again.
She didn't mean anything by it. She was just being funny. And besides, Monica goes out of her way to offend people. Thank you, Mrs. Anderson.
Hey, Angie. Congratulations on the job.
You'll see, this is going to be a great year. Bye. Hi, Daddy.
Oh, hi, Angela. How was school?
Because, you know, school.
Uh-huh.
I got a job at the attendance office with this girl who's really cool.
Well, that's good, Angela. You know, work gives you dignity.
Yeah, well. What you doing?
Oh, carburetor. All right, let's try now.
Hi, Mom.
Oh, I didn't hear you come in.
I didn't want to interrupt or anything.
Can I have a hug? How was school?
I got a job at the attendance office.
Oh, that's wonderful, dear. Did you know that Teresa is here?
Oh, where?
In the kitchen. She's making dinner for us.
Hi.
Hey,
Oh, yeah, vegetables.
I live on them. You should too.
Terry. What's it like being on your own?
It's okay.
Oh, come on, what's it really like?
Don't be in such a hurry, Angela. It's not all that it's cracked up to be. You go to work, you pay your own bills, and you stay at home alone a lot.
Well, maybe it's like that for some people, but not for me. I am going to live in Cabrillo County in one of those houses, you know, that overlooks the sea, and I'm going to wake up every morning to the sound of the waves and the gulls and things.
And how are you going to do that?
I don't know. Maybe I'll be a writer, like Danielle Steele.
That's a pretty dream, little sister, but somewhere you got to stop dreaming and be practical.
I can do it. I'm a good writer. Jill says I'm the best writer at Santa Mira.
I think you're a good writer.
Teresa, you can do anything you set your mind to. That's what Mr. Sachs says, and that's what I'm going to do.
Angela!
You are so bad.
Well, I thought that's what you liked about me.
Hey, Del Vecchio. Cord skipped school yesterday, and he needs an excuse. I was thinking you could come up with something, you being such a good writer and all.
I don't want to get in trouble or anything.
Relax. Nobody's gonna know.
Okay.
Look, make it creative, all right? So what's been happening?
Did you hear about Monica? She goes walking downtown yesterday, dressed like a rerun of the Addams Family. So this little boy sees her, and he screams and runs away. By the time his mom catches up with him, he's crying. He's like totally hysterical. He saw Snow White. He thought Monica was the wicked witch coming to get him. Good morning, Mr. Sachs.
How was our prettiest office assistant this morning? How about it, Courtney? We're going to take Ramirez tonight?
No, sir.
No?
No, sir, we're gonna crush him.
Good. That's what I like to hear. A winning attitude makes a winning team.
We should take care of it.
Cool.
Guess what? Student council is sponsoring a ski trip. It's gonna be in Timberland and it's an overnighter.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Stacy, could I see you for a minute?
Sure, Mr. Sachs. I'll catch you later, Court.
Later.
So, what do you think? Are you gonna come? The whole school's invited. Me? Of course you. It's gonna be a blast. Besides, it'll give us a chance to get caught up, talk about old times. Sure, I'll go. Okay, great. I gotta go. Bye. Bye.
Everyone?
Well, almost everyone. Jamie's going.
And you want to go too?
Could I, Mom? Please, could I? They've got chaperones and everything, and the boys stay in a different lodge.
I don't know, Angela.
Oh, please, Mom. Please, please, please say yes.
We'll discuss it later.
Blessed are the meek, for they shall inherit the earth. Blessed are the poor, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. We who live in Santa Mira have many blessings. The blessings of good family, of lovely homes, good jobs, and the blessings of a beautiful community that is as close to paradise as any of us will ever see on this earth. Angela, it was just yesterday I baptized you a babe in your mother's arms, and look at you now, a lovely young woman.
It was a wonderful sermon, Father.
Oh, thanks. But I'm afraid some of the younger members of the parish might have thought it was a bit stuffy.
You spoke the truth, Father, and the truth doesn't change with time.
I suppose not. Still, one must be flexible, don't you think? Nice to see you. Thanks for coming. Hey.
Angela,
Yes, Mom.
I've been thinking about that ski trip.
Yes, she said yes.
Hey, I get it. You said yes. Calm down before you eat those brownies to death.
It's just so cool. I told you this was going to be a great year.
Aren't you forgetting something?
What?
You don't know how to ski.
I can learn. Can't I? We can learn together.
No way. I'm not going anywhere near there.
Then I'll learn on my own.
Well, there's something else.
What?
It costs $75 for the trip, and then you gotta have skis, boots, clothing.
I'll earn it.
How?
Oh. What was that? What was that? Oh. Mr. Froggy. It's gonna blow bubbles out Mr. Froggy. One.
Yeah, look at the price. This stuff is all too expensive, Angie. You couldn't afford to buy a boot in this place, much less a whole outfit.
I'll ask for credit.
Right. Look, we'll check out the rental skis and we'll see if we can't borrow a suit from someone. You look great.
I look like a pear.
No, you don't. You look fine, really.
I'm not going.
Nobody's gonna care how you look.
I care. Boys care. Everybody cares.
It doesn't matter. You've worked too hard for this. You're gonna go, and you're gonna have a great time.
Look out.
Hate this.
Here, honey,
Mom,
just a little.
Mom, well.
What did you do?
He is so hot. I think he's gonna ask me to prom.
And what about court?
Why sell for choice when you can have prime?
So what do you suppose Monica was scribbling in that book of hers?
I don't know. She's still in the shower? Let's find out.
You wouldn't.
Bedtime story, girls. Okay. Once upon a time, there was a very strange little girl named Monica. Her face was very, very white, and her clothes were very, very black. Now, Monica was so weird that none of the other little girls would play with her. So she made her diary her constant companion. Here's what she had to say to it. Dear Diary, I'm sitting in the back of a van on my way to Timberland, all because my parents want me to fit in. Fit in with Stacy Lockwood and her toadies. I'd just as soon kill myself. It'd be a real contribution to society. Okay. She thinks she is so cool, but I'll bet she's still a virgin. Now we're getting to the meat of the story.
Come on, Stacy, that stuff's private.
Well, excuse me. What are you anyhow, Monica's guardian angel? Back to the story. She thinks she is so cool, but I'll bet she's still a virgin. You colossal bitch! Hi, Monica. We were just, you know, feeling out the texture of your prose. What? Hey, back off. Back off. You haven't got any friends here.
Monica, just let it go. Let it go. She didn't mean anything by it.
You'd like to kill her.
No, you don't mean that. You're just angry.
What would a wannabe like you know about it anyway, huh? Go on. Go. Get away from me. Run back in liquor boots. That's what you're dying to do anyway, isn't it?
Nice clothes, Angela. Where'd you get them, a thrift store? Come on, girls, let's hit the slopes. You coming, Jamie?
Yeah, I'll be right there. Angie, why'd you have to fight with her?
She was being so mean.
Hey, Jamie, are you coming or staying with the strays?
All right, look. Just stay out of her way, and she'll forget about it. Okay? Are you gonna be all right?
We are headed for the same sort of success on the baseball diamond we enjoyed on the football field and the basketball court, and I just want you to know that I am proud. Not just of our teams, but of all of you. Proud of your ability to compete and of your determination to win. Which brings me to our last announcement. Cheerleading trials will be held at 3 o'clock this afternoon. Interested students should contact Miss Langdon. Good luck to each and every one of you. Will we be seeing you at the trials this afternoon, Stacy?
I wouldn't miss it.
Well, that's good, because you are exactly the sort of girl we need to represent us.
I'm trying out too, Mr. Sachs.
Well, good. Good for you. Well, back to work.
Life disappoints us, and we turn to God. Well, there I go, lapsing into another sermon. Angela, what's up at school? Now, I understand you've turned into a fine young writer. Oh, come now. Don't be shy with me. I'm no stranger.
Well, I've applied to the yearbook staff. I'm trying out for cheerleader, and I think I'm going to be a lark.
A lark?
The Meadowlarks. It's a service club. They raise money for the rehab center in Santa Flora.
It's real hard to get into, but Jamie has a friend who's in it, and she's going to nominate us.
Service club. Now, that's fine. Service and sacrifice. Those are two words we don't hear very often. Oh. This is delicious.
Would you like some more, Father?
Yes, I would.
Of course.
Thank you.
Here you go. Anyone else?
Larks!
Me? You've chosen me?
Yeah. Come on, we got a lot to do.
Okay, let me just get dressed.
Oh, no. Everybody comes as they are. Hurry up. Hurry.
You don't suppose she looks so good all the time? Maybe somebody warned her.
Ladies, you are the chosen, the best and the brightest, the shining stars of the sophomore class.
The only thing shiny about me this morning is my nose.
I know, but my mother wrote this. I promised her I'd read it, okay? Okay. If you prove worthy and pass the test, you will be welcomed into a sisterhood of achievement and service. And now, let the initiates come forward for anointment and instruction. Come on, girls, move it. Kneel. Do you, Stacy Lockwood, promise to abide by the rules, regulations, precepts, and traditions of the ancient and distinguished Order of Meadowlarks?
I don't know. I'm not crazy about rules and regulations.
It's okay. We haven't really got any. Just say I do.
I do.
Then I welcome you and anoint you, Meadowlark Lockwood. Now rise and fare thee well in your quest. Oh, he's all yours. You get it.
Angela?
Yeah?
Mom said that you made the larks. Congratulations.
Thanks.
Great.
Terry, did you ever wish you were someone else?
Yeah, all the time. Why?
I don't know. There's this girl. Sometimes she's not very nice, but she's so good at everything.
What things?
Everything. People things.
You're good at people things.
No, I'm not.
People like you.
She doesn't.
Look, Angela, we'd all like to be someone else at some time or another. We are who we are. Just accept it and do the best with what God gave you.
I can't. I won't. I want to be better than just me. I see a boat. Its sails swollen with wind, pushing against the current. A V stretched out behind it, marking the waters where it has been. And I see me, adrift on a windless sea. No companion to give me succor. No compass to give me bearing. No port to give me hope.
You're quite the critic, aren't you, Court? Okay. Why don't we hear what kind of a poet you are? Well.
I see a beaver gnawing on a tree.
I'm warning you, Court.
No, it's okay. It's an animal. I see a beaver gnawing on a tree, hot and frenzied, wild and free.
That'll be enough, Court.
I look at the beaver, I look at the tree, I look and I wonder, why not me?
Very good, Court. So good, I want you to trot on down to Mr. Sachs's office and read it to him. Stacy, why don't you go next?
Okay. Face like a ghost, hair black as sin. The witch of Santa Mira scratches her chin. She cackles, she gloats, she summons her broom, and flies like a banshee right out of the room.
I could kill you, Stacy Lockwood. Monica. Stacy, I think you'd better apologize.
I'm sorry, Mrs. Chatfield. It was just a poem. It wasn't about her.
We can do it. Let's go. Go, Warriors, go. It's not right.
That's okay. You can start over.
We can do it. Let's go. Warriors, fire it up. We can do it. Let's go. Warriors, fire it up. We can do it. Let's go. Warriors, fire it up.
Good, good. Very nice, Angela, but your moves are still a little loose. Stacy, you seem to have a handle on it. Come over and run through it for us.
Ready. Okay. We can do it. Let's go. Warriors, fire it up. We can do it. Let's go. Warriors, fire it up. We can do it. Let's go. Warriors, fire it up.
Excellent, Stacy. Okay, everyone, listen up. Final tryouts are Wednesday. The winners will be announced on Friday at the closing assembly. Everybody got it?
Yeah, we got it.
Okay, good. Hit the showers.
I got the greatest new kind of.
Oh, yeah. So glad you did it. Thank you so much.
Angie, hey, today's the day. For what? Yearbook staff. Mr. Ludlow's posting the names outside the journalism room.
So?
I didn't make it.
What? Sure you made it. You're the best writer in the whole sophomore class.
I didn't make it, Jill.
It's gotta be some kind of mistake. Let's go talk to Mr.
I
Ludlow.
didn't make it, Jill. Look, don't worry about it. It's not a big deal.
Angie, you've got a lot going for you. You're sweet, you're smart, you're a lot smarter than I'll ever be. Everybody likes you. You're a lark. And you're gonna be a cheerleader. I mean, what else do you want? Angie.
Today, in our last gathering before the summer break, we have attempted to recognize and to honor those scholars and athletes among you who took to heart the challenge that I issued at the beginning of the academic year, to be the best. And now, to close our program and our year together, I would like to introduce 4 girls who rose to that challenge. The 4 new members of the Santa Mira cheerleading squad. And I'd like to ask each of them to please join us up here as her name is called. Meredith Ladd. Congratulations, Meredith. Courtney Clay. Trish Brennan. Good for you, Trish. Good for you. And last but not least, Stacy Lockwood. Let's hear it for the girls.
You okay? Come on, Angie. Angie. My mom's waiting. I gotta go. Come on, okay?
Mom sent me looking for you. Are you gonna get in, or am I gonna have to pace you all the way home? What's that? Dad's latest acquisition. He's gonna resurrect it for me. Come on, get in.
cucumber?
I hate cucumbers.
I know, it was a joke. You want to tell me about it?
It's nothing. My life is over, that's all.
I've never done this before, Jill.
Oh, that's what guys want to hear when you know.
I don't think I will ever know. Guys don't even know I exist.
Oh, here we go again. Nobody likes me. Everybody hates me. Think I'll eat some worms. Give it a rest, Angie.
Well, I am serious.
You're always serious.
I wonder what you have to do to be popular.
I'll tell you what you can do. Come to Roger's party with me on Saturday night. He said I can invite whoever I want. So come with me, relax, have a little drinky poo. Believe me, if you stop being so uptight, guys will notice you.
That's it.
What?
The party, that's perfect. I'll invite Stacy to the party and I will make her my friend. That's Jill, that's perfect. Jill. Oh.
Hello.
Mrs. Lockwood? Yeah, hi. You don't know me, but I'm with the Larks.
Oh, I'm sorry, dear, but Stacy isn't here
Oh,
right now.
I know. She's at cheerleader camp, but that's okay because this is actually supposed to be a surprise. We're having a dinner for the Larks, the new Larks, on Saturday night.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah, but like I said, it's supposed to be a surprise. So if you could just tell Stacy to be ready at about 9 o'clock, and someone will pick her up. Okay.
Well, yes, dear. And what should she wear?
Oh, something nice but casual, you know.
All right.
Great. Well, nice talking to you.
Thank you. And may I ask who
Yes! So they won't be back until late.
They seem like a nice family.
Oh, yeah. Their kids are so easy to get along with. They never give me any trouble. In fact, they actually go to bed when I tell them to. Oh, it's this one.
Oh.
Mom, could you leave the car?
What?
If there's a car parked in the driveway, then people will think someone's home, and I would feel so much safer.
Angela, you only have a learner's permit. You know you have to have someone in the car when you drive.
It's only 4 or 5 blocks. You could walk home, and then I could drive it back.
Angela, it is against the law.
I would feel so much safer, Mom. Please.
Really? Well, it's against my better judgment, but... All right. But just this once.
Okay, here. Thanks, Mom.
All right.
I'll wait till you get in.
Oh, they always leave the back door open for me. I'll be fine. Don't worry about it.
Okay, you'll be careful?
Yes.
With the car?
Yes, I'll be careful, Mom.
Okay. Good night, dear.
Oh, it's you.
Come on, hop in.
What's going on, Angela? I checked around. There isn't any Lark's dinner tonight.
Nope. That's just something I told your mom so she'd let you come.
Come where?
To a party at Roger Huntley's house.
A party, huh?
Not just a party, the party. All the older crowd's gonna be there.
All right.
Nice wheels. It's just transportation.
What's this, hors d'oeuvres?
Oh, my sister. She sometimes fixes lunch in the car.
Now that's some real class, Angie. So, who'd you say was gonna be at this party?
Oh, the older crowd.
I think I'm gonna have to fortify myself for this one. Come on, turn here.
Here?
Just turn, okay?
What are you doing?
Did your brain die or something? What does it look like I'm doing?
Oh. Oh, that's okay.
It's just a little grass.
I know. I just don't feel like it.
So, tell me about this party.
What's to tell?
I don't know, maybe like how you got invited?
Well, I wasn't invited exactly. It was my friend Jill. She said that it's okay.
Wait. You're gonna crash and you plan on taking me along for the ride.
Oh, no, it's okay. Jill said it was
no,
fine.
No, it's not okay. Maybe you're into public humiliation, but I'm not.
But, Stacy, it's not a problem.
You know what? This is a really bad idea. You better just take me home.
That would spoil everything.
There was never anything to spoil. Look, Angela, I'm not going to a party where I wasn't invited. And I wouldn't go to that party if I had been invited.
Why are you so mean?
Come on, put a lid on it. Let's go.
I don't understand. I just want to be your friend.
Sure. And I want to fly to the moon.
I admire you, Stacy. I've always admired you. You're so pretty and funny and confident.
You're pathetic.
All I want is to be like you.
That's it. I'm out of here.
Wait, no.
You know what? You are even weirder than I thought. Why don't you give Monica a call? Maybe she could be your date.
No, Stacy, that's not what I meant.
Hi. I'm sorry to bother you, but I was up at the church and I was waiting for some people that never showed up. My friend got a little weird on me. Anyhow, I was wondering if I could use your phone. If it's not too much trouble.
Oh, of course, dear. Please come in.
You wouldn't believe what happened to me last night, Angela.
That nerd?
Nerd isn't even the half of it. Oh, then you're gonna love this one. She tells me how pretty and funny and confident I am. I mean, I always knew she was weird, but geez, it was like she was asking me out on a date or something.
Oh, wait till the word gets out on this one. She might as well just dig a hole and pull the dirt in after.
I would have driven you home.
You are so weird. Just go away. Go away!
Angela! Jamie's on the phone. I told her you were in the shower, but she says she has to speak to you. Sounds like she's been crying.
Hello? You're right, it had to be some crazy person.
A sheriff's department spokesman described the assailant as a slender teenage girl with shoulder-length hair. The
That's
suspect,
half the girls at
wearing
Santa
red
Mira.
sweatpants and a brown shirt, was seen driving a light-colored Nova. In other news today,
I'm a teenage girl with shoulder-length hair, and we have a Nova.
Don't be ridiculous, Angie. Nobody's going to suspect you. You're like the nicest girl at Santa Mira.
Amen.
Amen.
I know that each of you gathered here today has a question in your heart. You want to know, where was God when this terrible thing came to pass? Well, there are no easy answers. God gives us the freedom to do and to be. And in that freedom, we are vulnerable.
I know. You left her too.
This is strictly routine, Angela, so I don't want you to be nervous. The girl who called Stacy's mother claimed to be a lark, so we're questioning all of the members.
I understand.
Now, perhaps you could start by telling me where you were the evening Stacy was stabbed.
Yes, sir. I was babysitting for Mrs. Moore from about 8:30 to maybe 11 o'clock.
Mm-hmm. How about the Nova registered to your father?
Oh, that's my sister's, really. I mean, my dad lets her drive it. He's actually fixing up a car for me for when I get my license.
Mm-hmm. How well did you know Stacy Lockwood?
I knew her, Sergeant Denning, but not very well.
But you were both larks. You both worked in the attendance office. You went out for cheerleader together, am I right?
Not really, not together. Now, Stacy kept to her own friends.
Do you have any idea why anyone would want to kill her?
No. No. Stacy was very popular. She was maybe the most popular girl in the sophomore class.
Well, someone didn't think so. Someone wanted her dead.
Maybe, it was someone she put down.
Put down?
Stacy was real funny. And sometimes her jokes were at other people's expense.
So you think someone killed her because she made fun of them?
That's just very hard to explain. She was very popular.
All right, Angela, thanks for coming in. Angela,
Yes.
would you mind taking a lie detector test? We're asking everybody.
Sure.
Angela, were you babysitting from 8:30 to 11?
Yes.
Did you kill Stacy Lockwood?
No.
Sierra Linda County sheriffs have questioned over 300 individuals and checked out over 700 novas matching the description of the suspect vehicle. But today, nearly 2 months after the brutal slaying of Stacy Lockwood, they seem no closer to a solution than at the beginning of their long investigation. Frustrated by official failure to uncover their daughter's killer, Dick and Dana Lockwood called a press conference today to ask the public to cooperate in solving this crime and to urge investigators to refocus their efforts, seeking the killer not in the outlying communities, but in the Santa Mira student body.
We've broken our silence today because school is about to start up. And we strongly feel that the killer may be among those returning to class tomorrow. Our Stacy was popular. She was an athlete, cheerleader, an all-American kind of girl. She was the establishment. And we have to ask ourselves if her killer was not anti-establishment. Someone who does not agree with the way the majority thinks and acts. My wife and I would like to say to that individual, whomever she may be, that we will never forget the night we came home and saw the flashing lights and the ambulance. Shock and grief will be with us forever. But the grief we have suffered is nothing compared to the pain and terror that Stacy went through on that terrible night. So I say to her killer, who must be now suffering as well, come forth. Come forth, confess, and ease the pain that all of us are feeling.
Jill. Oh, come on, Jill. Please be there. I may not get the courage again.
There are no bad kids at Santa Mira. Though we enter our new academic year under a pall of grief and suspicion, I want to express my confidence in all of you. And I want to remind outsiders that this terrible incident happened in the community, not in the school. We have suffered a shocking loss, but we must not let that loss sow the seeds of dissension among us.
And I volunteered as a candy striper at the hospital.
Wow, Angie, sounds to me like you could be in danger.
Danger?
Yeah, becoming a real socialite. Candy striper, peer counselor, lark.
I just wanted to do some good, I guess.
Great, my friend the do-gooder. Honestly, you make me feel like I should go to church and confess or something. I like those women in the Bible, you know, with the stones.
So anyway, I think in light of what's happened, we should disband. And I'm gonna make a motion to that effect. Any seconds? Wait a minute, this is all wrong. The Larks didn't kill Stacy. If we break up, it'll be like we're admitting we had something to do with it. And besides, the Larks are important. They were important to Stacy and they're important to the rehab center. If we break up, we just can't break up, that's all.
I propose we drop the idea and get on with the elections, and I want to nominate Angela for Secretary-Treasurer.
Oh, no, I couldn't. I just didn't want to see everything fall apart because of what
Second.
Any objections? Any other nominations? Okay. All in favor of Angela? Raise your hands. Well, Angie, it looks like you're our new Secretary-Treasurer.
Hey, Angie.
Darren, how are you?
Well, actually, I'm a little bit late.
Only about 30 minutes.
Okay, a lot late.
But I bet you've got this really great excuse, right?
How'd you know? Actually, my excuse is I wanted to talk to you. You see, there's this party Friday.
Yeah.
Thought you might like to go with me.
Honest?
I'm asking you, aren't I?
Well,
Just say yes.
yes.
Great. I'll pick you up around 8, okay? Okay, so I guess I'll catch you later.
Oh, what about your excuse?
Oh, I just remembered. I don't have a first period class, so guess I won't need one.
It's all a bunch of crap.
What is, Alicia?
This, peer counseling. You trying to tell me how to straighten up my act. It's all crap.
It's just a chance to talk and maybe figure things out together.
Together? You and me? Right.
It's better than getting expelled, isn't it? Sometimes people who do drugs, they're maybe dealing with some kind of problem, and maybe if
You want to know what the problem is? You're the problem. You and everyone else. Here you are, pretending you care, pretending you want to help me, when all you really care about is being popular. You and your hotshot friends don't take jobs like this because you're like great humanitarians. It's just another notch in your gun belt.
Wish we had more candy stripers like you, Angela. Mrs. Rohatton again. Angela, would you go and see if you can calm her down?
Get away from me. Get away from me. I know what you are. Help. 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 Someone, please, please, help. Help.
The gift of the Holy Spirit, which you're about to receive, is a spiritual sign and seal to make you more like Christ and more perfect members of His church. Do you reject Satan, all his works, and all his empty promises?
I do.
Do you believe in God the Father, creator of heaven and earth?
I do.
All-powerful God, Father of our Lord Jesus Christ, by water and the Holy Spirit, free your sons and daughters from sin and give them new life. Send your Holy Spirit upon them to be their helper and guide. And this we ask through Jesus Christ our Lord. In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit.
Amen.
Forgive me, Father, for I have sinned.
Okay, and stretch it down.
My dad
and
says
other
they brought in the
side.
FBI. They're going to interview all the Larks again.
I don't know why they bother. Everyone knows it was Monica.
She dropped out of school.
Good. She had a lot of nerve showing her face here day after day.
She had an alibi, you know. There's no way she could have possibly done it. But it didn't matter. They just kept hounding her and hounding her, you know. All because she was different. And you know what? I did it too. Stacy mocked her, so I mocked her. Stacy said jump, and I jumped. You know, Angie, I've been thinking about her a lot lately. And I'm ashamed to admit it. But I never really liked her. I was just afraid of her. And I've been thinking about her killer, too. Maybe it was. I don't know. Someone like me.
This is Special Agent Gilwood, Angela. He's with the FBI. He's here to try to straighten out some inconsistencies in your statement. We checked out your babysitting alibi, Angela. It doesn't wash. And we got another reading of your polygraph test. Do you know what it says? It says you're a liar, Angela.
That's a little harsh, Dick. Why don't we let Angela here tell us what really happened that night? Angela?
You're right about the babysitting. I lied about that because I wanted the car.
What did you want the car for?
There was this movie playing in Sierra Linda, and it was R, and I can only see PGs.
Do you remember the name of it?
It was Reckless. But I didn't get to see it because they asked for my ID.
Well, that clears up the problem with the polygraph. But, you know, Angela, you could still help us out.
How?
You could tell us more about Stacy. What kind of girl she was.
She was very popular.
Did you like her?
Everybody liked her.
I think you're mistaken, Angela. Monica Whitley didn't like her.
Oh, but Monica didn't. She would never.
But someone did. Someone disliked her enough to kill her. In fact, the Bureau has worked up what we call a profile, which is a description of what we think the girl must be like. Would you care to hear it?
Sure, I guess.
Let me see. Ooh, a lot of words here. You know how psychiatrists are, huh? But I remember a passage near the end where they finally get down to it. Yeah, here it is. Here it is. She is the same age as her victim and a member of the same peer group, though her involvement in that group is peripheral rather than central. She's impulsive, emotional, and driven both by fear of inadequacy and a desire for acceptance. While her crime was abrupt, irrational, and disorganized, she is unlikely to exhibit strong emotions when questioned about her possible involvement. It's interesting, isn't it, Angela? What do you think about it?
I think it sounds a lot like me.
That's what we thought, too. In fact, we've been doing a lot of thinking about it. Look, I'll tell you what. Why don't you go home and think about it over the weekend, and maybe we can talk some more later.
I can go now.
Of course you can.
It's her.
Of course it is. But all the evidence we have is circumstantial, unless she confesses.
I almost feel sorry for her.
Don't. Feel sorry for the girl she killed.
Joe?
Yeah, I'm out here.
What are you doing?
Oh, I'm fixing this gasket.
You seen Angela?
No.
I'm worried about her.
I'm sure she's all right. Probably gone off with one of her friends. You know how young people are?
No. No, I am really worried about her. I thought that when things started happening for her, you know, the larks and this volunteer work, and boys, that she would somehow find some happiness. But,
Well, you know, sometimes I think that maybe she's ashamed. She never brings anybody home. And the other kids all have so much, and we don't have anything.
No,
I mean,
Joe,
really.
Joe, really, we have everything that we need. But she has such big dreams.
Well, maybe the party will bring her out. Oh, you're a real angel, Angela.
All right, everyone, come on, around the tree. Listen, you four have gone off, and you found your places in the world, and before long, Angela will be gone too. So I would like to begin our pre-Christmas celebration with a prayer. Thank you, God, for our family. for letting us have this time together. For the memories of Christmases past, bless us and keep us in the days ahead. Secure in the certain knowledge that though we now lead scattered lives, we are never further from each other than a prayer. Amen.
Very nice.
All right, everyone, it's time to draw the names for gifts, okay? Angela, you go first. Now, remember, there are 2 weeks left to do your shopping, so please do not leave it to the last minute like you always do.
Give her 2.
I think everybody has to give nice presents this year, okay? And I think just to be safe, we should say another prayer, okay? Lord, please bless us and keep us from cheapskates.
Angela, smile. Thank you, honey. Thank you for coming. Thanks. Bye-bye. You have a good time. Hey, you drive it careful. You understand? All right. Okay. Good night. Bye-bye. Oh, boy. Oh.
Well, it was really nice. Huh? Yeah. Time to clean up.
Why don't you just leave those? I'm gonna come in and help you.
Relax.
All right. All right. Your mother's right. It was nice, huh? Everybody here.
Daddy,
Yes.
I have something to tell you.
What's the matter?
Nothing. Just that I love you.
I love you too.
Mom, can we talk?
Why, certainly, dear. Oh, I'm awfully tired. Would you mind if I got ready for bed first?
No. No, I understand.
Good. Oh, Angela, I guess I didn't realize how tired I was last night. I fell asleep.
It's okay.
Can we have our talk now?
No, I'm late. I'm getting a ride with Melanie. I wrote you a note instead.
Just some juice?
Dear Mom and Dad, I've been trying to tell you this, but I love you so much, and it's so hard I'm taking the easy way out. I just can't be near you when you see this because I've already caused so much pain. The reason why it took so long on Friday is because the FBI man, Mr. Gilwood, thinks I did it. And he is right. I can't bring her back. But I'm so sorry. I would kill myself, except maybe that would hurt you even more. I've been able to live with it for a while, but I can't ignore it. It's too much for me, and I can't be that deceiving. I've spoken to a priest, but I still can't take it. I need to turn myself in with you, if you would come today. Please forgive me. I need you. I'm so sorry to have been a disappointment to you in every way. I am even worse than words can describe, and I hate myself. I need your love, please. Still love me. I can't live unless you love me. I've ruined my life and yours, and I don't know what to do. I'm so ashamed and scared. I love you. Angela.
Joe! Joseph!
Don't hit me, Mom. Why?
Where's Delvecchio? I don't know, sick, I guess. Yeah? I heard they arrested someone. I heard it was a lark. So? All the other larks are in school.
Just heard this. It's Angela.
I told you it was Delvecchio. I always did think she was weird.
Liar. You guys are all a bunch of liars. You don't even know anything about her. She's better than all you put together.
This is for all of us a shocking time of grace. It is for us a time to look deeply into our values and to examine our goals. We're a close-knit community. You either belong or you do not. As I agonize over the events of the last 6 months, I wonder if Angela didn't feel the community's pressure to be the best, be the brightest, own the finest, and the most expensive. Felt these pressures and judged herself a failure. I wonder if what we've seen is not the attitudes of the parents being visited upon the children. Now, these are painful, agonizing questions that must be asked if we are to survive and thrive as a community. So I beg you to look deeply into your hearts and souls for the answer, so that we may assure ourselves and our children that no such adversity will ever afflict us again.
I love
left her alone at the ski lodge, Father. She was my best friend, and I left her alone. Because I didn't have the courage to stand up to Stacy.
You must forgive yourself. And then find the courage to be her friend now, when so many are arrayed against her.
But they won't even let me see her.
Be her friend in your heart. The rest will come.
As the trial approaches, there is talk of community responsibility in the death of Stacy Lockwood. Channel 5 spoke to Santa Mira Principal Ed Sachs to pose that question.
We have heard a lot about the community role in this unfortunate affair. Well, I reject that. Did anyone ever consider that this is maybe just a sick kid? Believe me, there is no more problem with materialism here at Santa Mira than there is anywhere else.
The question remains, is it Angela Del Vecchio who goes on trial tomorrow, or the community of Santa Mira?
Mr. Kwan, there's a rumor that the defense has offered the DA's office a plea of second degree and it was rejected. Can you confirm or deny?
An offer was made and rejected.
Could you tell us why?
We feel we have a first-degree case here, and it deserves to go to trial.
But what's the point?
The point?
Isn't the punishment the same, whether the verdict is first degree or second degree murder?
The juvenile code dictates that the punishment for either crime is confinement to the juvenile authority until the age of 25.
Then why go to trial?
We are trying to serve the community interest here and see justice done. With calculation and deliberation, Angela Del Vecchio lured Stacy Lockwood from the safety of her home and drove her to a church where she gave Stacy one last chance. If she would be her friend, Angela would let her live. But Stacy fled, and Angela pursued her with one intent, and one intent only: to kill Stacy Lockwood. It is, Your Honor, a clear case of premeditation and murder in the first degree.
The murder of Stacy Lockwood was a crime of passion, unpremeditated, disorganized, the spontaneous action of a confused and desperate child whose only intention was to invite Stacy to a party and ask her to be her friend. It is, as we will prove, a clear case of murder in the second degree.
Look at her. Oh, she has got a lot of nerve.
What do you think you're doing here? This trial is for Stacy's friends.
This isn't a party, Meredith, and there aren't any invited guests. Jill has as much right to be here as you do.
If I could do that, I would have been here in the first place. About that big. Really?
I thought she was going to tell everyone at school that I was really weird. I can't explain it. I don't understand it. It was like if I had been thinking straight, it never would have happened. I guess I was really angry, and I really don't know. She was just telling me to go away. And I did it. It was exactly like I was watching it. You know how you see a dream, and then you see yourself doing things, and it was so much like a dream that I thought I would wake up.
How do you feel about her now?
I keep wishing that I could push time backwards.
I sort of apologized to her in my mind. Like, I think she's in heaven now.
Do you think it was partly her fault?
I remember the mean things about her, but I could never think that it was her fault. I don't think there's any reason in the world that justifies killing someone. Mr. Yearwood.
Yes.
Will the press get my name?
We don't release names in juvenile cases, Angela. But it's possible they could get it on their own.
I don't see any reason for living if everyone... I mean, if people knew that... Could I use the restroom? I think I'm going to be sick.
Sweet Jesus.
Why are they doing this to her?
I don't know. She confessed. She admitted she was guilty.
It's like what Mr. Durning was telling us about New England. The Puritans would put sinners in pillories so the townspeople could come by and spit on them.
Yeah, well, I wonder if the Puritans got all dressed up for their spitting.
No family wants to see the courts hold a yardstick up to their loss. But the evidence, not the evidence presented by the defense, but by the prosecution, is clear. There was no premeditation, no calculation, and there was no planning, and no possible verdict but murder in the second degree. Angela herself, she could not explain her irrational act. Don't ask why. She had said, I don't know why. She, like all of us, wants to understand, wants to know why. Though the answer will forever elude us, I suggest that we look to ourselves, we look to our community in our quest to understand. The pressures are intense here. Nobody wants to be a hod carrier in Santa Mira. No. You're supposed to be beautiful and successful and popular. Perfect. Well, Angela was none of these things. And her fear of failure eventually became too much for her to handle. It was this fear of public humiliation that led her to kill in the first place. In this trial, in this public airing of painfully private emotions, we have submitted her to the worst humiliation she could ever have imagined. I don't say this to excuse her crime for a crime she did commit, but to point out that the community can be as unforgiving and pitiless in public as it sometimes is in private. For this is a trial that need never have happened. This is a clear case of murder in the second degree. And had the district attorney's office accepted that plea in the first place, we might, all of us, have avoided the pain of publicly reenacting this terrible tragedy.
You have been subjected to a scene of enormous pathos here. The pathetic tableau of Angela, surrounded by her family as she listened to her own damning words. But what of the tears and grief of the Lockwood family? Tears they will shed and grief they will feel for the rest of their lives. And so I ask you, Your Honor, to consider the plight of the victim and not the victimizer, and to return a verdict that suits the crime. A verdict of murder in the first degree.
Well, with the exception of the taped confession, this whole case is circumstantial. Considering the evidence presented here, I must conclude that the prosecution has failed to prove its contention of premeditation. The evidence supports nothing more than a finding of murder in the second degree. I must further observe that we have a kind of Alice in Wonderland situation here. The juvenile code dictates a sentence of confinement to the age of 25. The degree, whether first or second, is irrelevant. And so I find myself wondering what we have accomplished here. I hope it was justice, though I fear it may have been nothing more than entertainment.
Dear Angela, there have been some changes in my life, and I want you to know about them. I've quit the Larks, and next year I'm quitting Santa Mira too. I'm going back to St. Joe's, where you and I had so many wonderful times. I'm going back, and yet I know I can't really go back any more than you can, or any of us can. We can only go forward, and that's what I hope to do. And that's my hope for you, as we both struggle to understand. Yours always, Jamie Hall.